YouTube channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing my May wrap-up video. So for this month I read 6 books in total, and I don't have them. They're all mostly ebooks, so I don't physically have the books with me, but I'm going to try and make a video of the book covers so you guys know like what books I'm talking about, because it's kind of annoying that I don't have the books on me right now. I mostly read ebooks because I'm cheap like that. Low-key, I'm cheap like that. Sorry, my hair is like bothering me. Anyways, but I mostly read ebooks because I don't know, it's just cheaper, it's portable, it's better, it's easier, I guess. So I'm gonna try my hardest to either put a picture of the books or to make a video of the books. I'm going to try my hardest to put it in the end of the video, but if not, I'm going to say the name of the books and the authors of the books in here. So I'm also gonna describe the books too. So if you even want to like see check those books out, you could look them up for yourself. That's enough ranting about that, but let's just get into the whole wrap up and let's just start me stop talking. So I'm kind of cheating about my wrap up because I'm starting my wrap up sooner than later, because it's technically May 24th when I'm filming this, but I don't think I'm gonna be finishing a book in like 7 days, so yeah. So that's why I'm just gonna do my wrap up right now. I'm home alone and cleaning some clothes, doing some laundry. So if you hear that in the back, I'm sorry. But I'm filming right here in my kitchen because the lighting though, and in my room I wouldn't get the best lighting. It would just be like artificial lighting, and this is natural lighting. See what I did there? So I just decided to film in my kitchen and just make a video, my wrap up right here, because it's better lighting and it's more better setup. Anyways, let's get into my wrap up. Okay, so book number 1 that I have read this month is The Freedom Writers. I'm talking so much in the clip, I needed like water. Anyways, the first book is Freedom Writers. I read this book in the beginning of the month, and you guys, it's pretty much the book of the movie. It's based on the movie, but it's mostly like describing the people's lives. It's different from the movie, like way different, because you get to see a different, more personal perspective of the people who are in the movie, like the students. So I love that book. I really love that book. It took me a while because I really like wanted to grasp what I was reading, the feels of the book, and it came with feels. And I love that book, and I would definitely reread it. I also come over here. I took notes on it, on the Freedom Writers, in my book review notebook. So this is all I had notes on the Freedom Writers. I had like 3 pages full of the Freedom Writers because there's a lot that touched me, and I really like wanted to keep I wanted to remember it and just write my feelings, because it came with feels. It really delivered the true meaning of the book, and it was a really good book. I would definitely give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Really good book. I loved it. No complaints whatsoever on that book. So book number 2, lost my page, over here. Okay, book number 2 is The Chaos of Standing Still, which that's in my thumbnail. You can see, which that was a pretty popular book. It is by Jessica Brody, and I like that. I mean, I kind of have mixed feelings about that book. I liked it. I liked it. It was an okay book. I had some notes right here of that. It was I watched some book reviews of that book before I started reading it, and it kind of, for me personally, I saw it as people were hyping it up more than it was really delivered for me. I mean, I liked the book. It was a really good book, and it did give me my feelings, but I couldn't really connect to it, like grasp it. But I liked it. I mean, at the end, I hope that Jessica Brody, she does make a book based on a continuous book on that, because I would love to see if the main character and I don't want to spoil the book. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I just hope she makes another book about it, because it would I want to see what happens, pretty much. But if you guys don't know what the book is about, The Chaos of Standing Still is about. I actually made. Wait. Now that I think of it, I made a book review. I don't know if I posted it yet, but no, because this one's gonna go. Okay. Anyways, I have a book review recorded, and I'm going to post that. So keep in tune. I'm not gonna say anything more because you're gonna have to go watch the video. But I do have a book review on that book, so stay tuned and look out. Make sure to look out for it. So yeah, enough with that book, because I don't want to make this video too long, but make sure to go check that video out, because I do have one coming out specifically for that book. So we're gonna move on. Okay, so the next book that I read this month is Far from the Tree. And that book is based on 3 siblings, 2 sisters and 1 brother, who at birth they end up separating. I think they went in the foster system. I listened to the audio, so wasn't really paying attention all that much. But it was 3 siblings. They all get adopted, and they all have their family, foster family, and they all separate, but somehow they all come back. They meet together. They come back, meet words. They combine to each other. They meet up again, and they're out to look for their biological mom. And really, that book. Oh, I forgot to rate the chaos. The chaos of my Standing Still. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I'm so sorry. This is my first wrap up. Can you tell I'm nervous? Okay, but Far from the Tree, I give that book a 4 out of 5 because it was a really good book. I really enjoyed it, and I didn't want it to end. It really got me my feels, and I loved every second of it. I really liked how the author, Robin Benway, I really loved how he I love how he made the book, how strong the sibling bond is, even though if they're separated by adoption, how they grew up separately, in different homes, but all of a sudden they could come back together. It's so powerful, and I think I've gotten an award. I don't know what kind of award, but it was worthy. It was worth that award, whatever award it got. But I really enjoyed it, and I loved just to see how they all came together. Even though they're different households, different families, and just different, they grew up differently, but how they could come together and they want to meet their mom. And I'm not gonna spoil for you. You're gonna have to read or listen to the book, but it was a really good book. 4 out of 5 stars for sure. Really good book. Okay, so next one I read is To Be Honest by Maggie Ann Martin. And that book is about this girl, I forget her name. Samantha. I think her name was Samantha. Savannah. Something like that. Savannah. Savvy. Right. Savannah is the main character's name. And it's about her. She goes through, not that she goes through an eating disorder, but it's pretty much about her weight. Like how pretty much accepting her body size, and just her, and she meets a friend, I forgot his name, but she meets a friend, a guy friend, and it's pretty much just based about like her accepting herself and her body and the size that she is, and just about her journey. And then like her sister goes off to college, and she's dealing with that too, because she's really close to her sister, and then all of a sudden her sister's not in her life anymore. Well, she is, but like, sorry, my phone died. She is in her life, but she goes off to college, and she's just dealing with her accepting her body size, her sister, and then her parents end up getting a divorce. So she's just going through all this chaos, pretty much all these different things that are going on in her life. And it's a really good book. Like, I love it. It's really cute, and there's a happy ending, and it's just, you have to go read it. It's a really good YA book. I believe it's a YA book. I really like it. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. Really cute book. Okay, the next book I have read is The Drawing Lessons. I didn't find the author because I googled it, but if I do find it, I'll make sure to put it in the video with all the other books at the end. But that book is pretty much about this girl. She's pretty much, as it, like the title says, it's pretty much about her drawing, and it's like her journey of her loving to draw. And then her dad ends up having an affair with her mom, I believe, and I think they get a divorce. I'm pretty sure they get a divorce. I'm sorry, I read these books. I forget because it's been like a while since I read them, and I've just been reading like a lot of books, and my life is like hectic, so I can't remember all the specific details. But her dad does end up getting what? Her parents do end up divorcing, I believe, and it's just pretty much her showing her love for drawing, and she ends up getting in like a funk where she doesn't want to draw anymore. But then like something happens, I think, or she loses her sketchbook, and then she's like, I don't want to draw anymore, like I lost my sketchbook, it's the end of the world for me. But it's not, and it's a really good book. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. And the last but not least book that I have read in this month is The Final Crossing by Sean. I don't know how to say it. Rodman. And this book, I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Yeah, 5 out of 5 stars. This book is about a guy and his brother. I don't even think they even say his name. I've recently read this book, and I don't remember. They say his name. But his brother is Big O. I forget. Yeah, Big O. But him and his brother, they are they're thieves, like criminals, and they like go around robbing people's cars, not because like they do it for fun and they like want to vandalize. Not that. It's because they're trying to pretty much get by like everyday life, because their dad went to prison or jail or prison, and so they were left by themselves, and they ended up going to foster families' houses. but that didn't work out for them because they had other kids and they didn't get along with the kids, so they just ended up being by themselves, and so they pretty much just go through life surviving by robbing people's cars, which is not a good idea. Like, that's not something you should do. But it's a fiction book. I believe it's a fiction book. But they go around robbing people's cars, and they so one day they end up finding something happens in one of the cars that they steal from, and it changes their whole perspective of like stealing stuff. And it's a real, like, for me, I really like this book because it was a thriller book. And I didn't go into this book, like, I read the description on, like, the ebook, but I didn't know, like, exactly what to expect out of this book. And after reading it, I'm really glad I read it because it really, it was a thriller, and I really loved, like, every page I was reading. Sorry, there's someone out there. I thought someone got home. But I really enjoyed it because it had you turning pages. Like, I stayed up until like almost 1 in the morning trying to finish the book because it was so good that I wanted to finish reading it. And all these other books, I mean, they're good books, but like, I think out of this whole month, The Final Crossing was one of my best books of the month, one of my favorite books of the month, because it made me want to read the book. Like, it made me want to finish the book. And it just, like, kept me guessing, like, what was going to happen. Like, it was very suspenseful. I think that's how you pronounce it. It made me want to finish reading the book. And it was a really good book. So 5 out of 5 stars for that book, for sure. But yeah, that's all the books I've read this month. And so I will try my hardest to figure out how to put the books in the video, because I really do want to share with you guys what the books look like. Hopefully you're familiar with these books, but if not, you guys could totally Google them and look for them yourself, like, to see. I pretty much said like all the authors. I hope you guys got them all, but I'll definitely try my hardest to make the pictures at the end so you could see like what I'm talking about. But the 2 ones that are most popular are The Chaos of Standing Still. I've seen that go around booktube like quite frequently, and then Far from the Tree. That's a familiar one too. But the other ones, and then like Freedom Writers, like almost everyone knows what like the Freedom Writers are, who they are. But the other ones, I hope you guys will be able to read them and enjoy them as much as I did. But yeah, so with my wrap up, I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling, random, all over the placeness. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up and comment below what was your favorite book of this month. So with that being said, remember to keep smiling and keep reading. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!